Bounty hunter, space assassin, wanted in 87 star systems. Wow!
Armaggon Origins. The best way to describe Armaggon is by calling him a cyborg bounty hunter that resembles a shark and is just as deadly as one. From the second he made his debut until the very end, this character has been a hindrance to the Turtles for the entirety of Season 4 of the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He has often been referred to as Finhead, Sharkmouth, Sharkhead, and Sharkatron, all of which were jabs at his appearance and usually nicknames given to him by the Turtles. Although he looks like a shark and possesses the skills of one, most of his fighting skills are executed with the help of the armor that surrounds him. It is a shame Armaggon is only seen in 3 episodes, but he makes his presence felt and even becomes Casey's favorite bad guy. Here is everything you need to know about the Cyborg-Bounty Hunter. Let's begin, shall we? Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Add.
The Cyborg Bounty Hunter shark that became a pain in the Turtles' necks in 2012. Season 4, Episode 4, titled The Outlaw Armaggon, begins with Dreg, the ruler of Sectoid 1, giving Armaggon a specific job regarding the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and how they have eluded Dreg, who now needs Armaggon's unique talents to deal with them. Armaggon's first question for Dreg is whether he wants these Ninja Turtles dead or alive, which gives us a glimpse into his character. All Dreg wants is their shell, and moving forward, he doesn't care what Armaggon does with these turtles. Armaggon is quick to accept this job, and willingly, might I add. As Armaggon leaves, Dreg describes him as a new form of pain. Meanwhile, on a ship somewhere in the galaxy, the Ninja Turtles are busy trying to find the Triceratons, while the Fugitoid tests April's psychic powers. Fugitoid is shown with 3 spheres floating in front of him and asks April which one contains her Tessin, and she quickly selects the correct one. April asks how Fugitoid has learned so much about the human brain, and he responds that he has done extensive research on brain matter, since his brain is the only original part of his body that remains. He goes on to explain that he is from Dehunib, a planet of humanoid scientists, on a quest to discover the highest truths of the universe. While working on a new form of psionic technology, the Triceratons attacked because he refused to build weapons for them. They destroyed everything in sight, and his robot assistant placed his brain inside its robot body, saving his life. But when the Triceratons learned he was still alive, they called him a criminal, a fugitive android. He reveals that he fears losing his humanity and does not want to be considered a machine. Something begins attacking the ship, and at first, they cannot figure out what it is. Donatello pulls up images, and they see that a space shark is the culprit. The others turn to Leonardo and ask what they should do, but he is already on his way to the outside of the ship to fight the space shark. While Leonardo is in the midst of the fighting, Donatello learns that the ship belongs to Armaggon, a bounty hunter and space assassin wanted in 87 star systems. They automatically know that Dreg is behind the attack. Fugitoid locates a space station a few miles away where they can seek cover from Armaggon, but the hangar doors are closed, so Fugitoid has to hack into the station's system. They reach inside the station and keep Armaggon out, but before he flies away, he says they've fallen right into his trap. The team exits the ship, and Leonardo points out that people don't abandon the ship because things are going well. The place is trashed, and Fugitoid determines that the former crew didn't leave, but were disintegrated. Fugitoid reactivates the station, including its AI, Overmind, used initially to construct VX-3 warbots. The remaining team shut down the station when the warbots became sentient and began to destroy them. Fugitoid is shocked by one of the computers and starts glitching and attacking Raphael as a result. Fugitoid runs to the other end of the station and the others follow. He tells them to get away from him because he is losing control and it's not safe for them. The shock has turned him into a walking bomb. Armaggon now has made his way into the station and accesses Overmind, powering up warbots with the the objective of hunting and eliminating the turtles. The warbots are assembled quickly, and the team decides to fight. As Armaggon watches the battle unfold, Dreg calls him and tells him that he's decided he wants to kill the turtles himself. One of the bots attacks Armaggon, and Overmind informs him that all organics have been deemed obsolete. Overmind says that when it is reactivated, the robot revolution was restarted. Overmind now inhabits the body of Fugitoid and says that the team will be enhanced and turned into drones. It will control all mechanical life in the universe and eliminate organic life. Armaggon saves the group only because Dreg wants them alive. Before Armaggon and the team can leave, Overmind attacks again, restating that organics must be eliminated. April uses her powers to try to reach the human in Fugitoid, Professor Honeycutt. She tells him he has to fight Overmind and not let it take control. She's successful, and Fugitoid uses his fusion core to overload the space station, overpowering Overmind and the warbots. As the team moves to escape, Armaggon tries to stop them, and Leonardo and Raphael barely make it back to the ship. Once the unit is back on the ship, an alarm goes off, signaling that Triceratons are near, which means the ship is in working order. The episode ends with Armaggon furious with the turtles, making his mission to capture them more personal. As we move along the season, Armaggon appears again in episode 9, titled Cosmic Queen. The episode begins with Splinter and Leonardo sitting together in the lair as they discuss Leonardo's troubles. Leonardo is quick to admit that he is worried that they only have one chance left to save the Earth, and if they cannot attain the second piece of the black hole generator, they will lose everything. Splinter calmly tells Leonardo that he must not lose hope, and that come what may, Splinter will always be proud of all of them. We soon realize that it was just a hologram of Splinter, and they're all still on the ship. As the rest of the turtles, along with the Fugitoid, April, and Casey, all gather around, the Fugitoid presents to them the cosmic ocean of Varuna, which is a vast interstellar liquid nebula beyond anything you would see on Earth. And this is where they'd find the second piece of the black hole generator. They enter the nebula with their ship successfully, and Fugitoid explains that this here is the home of the Dagon, who were once allies of the Utram and have been entrusted to protect the second piece of the black hole generator, the exact thing that they are after. As they move through the nebula, in complete awe of its beauty, they wonder if the Dagon would actually help them with the task at hand, and can only hope they do. However, the Dagon are quick to attack the Ninja Turtles, but with the help of Fugitoid, they let them go and proceed to help them instead. The entire group manages to reach where the Supreme Ruler resides. As the turtles introduce themselves, Fugitoid holds up the sigil of Utram, letting her know they're here to seek the second piece of the black hole generator. The Supreme Ruler is quick to laugh at them, looking at the turtles as mere children, when they state that they want to destroy the black hole generator to save their planet. However, she does state that if they genuinely wish to do this, they must face Cthulhu, a beast who only answers to her and will decide if they are worthy. Before they can make their way to fight the beast, Casey's favorite bad guy ever stops them, hitting their ship, and it is none other than Armaggon. Before they know it, Armaggon bursts into their ship and admits that he has been spying on the turtles for a long time, and he also knows exactly what they are up to. Armaggon and the Ninja Turtles are both after the same thing, the second piece of the black hole generator. The whole gang, along with Armaggon, reach the cave of Cthulhu, and Armaggon decides that he's the one calling the shots this time. As they enter the cave, April senses a powerful presence inside. That's when Cthulhu is revealed, immediately scaring everyone, even Armaggon. They just realize how deadly this beast is, and how they probably will never be able to beat him or prove themselves worthy. Cthulhu begins chasing them through the cave, trying to swallow the ship as a whole as they try their best to escape him. Luckily enough, the Cthulhu is distracted and swims away. Meanwhile, the Dagon taser Armaggon and take him to the dungeon. Everyone makes their way back to the Supreme Ruler, who tells Armaggon that he will pay for his crime, and then turns to the gang, letting them know he has failed. Armaggon can't help but laugh laugh the whole time. And when the Supreme Ruler finally asks him what he finds so funny, he admits that it's because reinforcements are there, which includes Dreg. As the Supreme Ruler mocks Dreg, he demands the second piece of the black hole generator, or else he will feast on her and her entire Dagon army. She doesn't back down, and the Ninja Turtles aid her too, as a battle ensues. Armaggon is finally free as he manages to shove the turtles, and even bites down on one of them. Just as Dreg is about to kill the Supreme Ruler, the Ninja Turtles save her. However, she has had enough as she screeches loudly, summoning Cthulhu, who is quick to get rid of Dreg and Armaggon. The Supreme Ruler is incredibly impressed with the turtles and how they all fought to protect her kingdom, and in turn, she hands them the second fragment of the black hole generator. While everyone is back on the ship, the episode ends with Dreg and Armaggon escaping from Cthulhu, which can only mean they will return in future episodes. We move on to the 12th episode of the season, titled The Evil of Dreg, which begins with the turtles still in space, along with Fugitoid, April, and Casey, as they start their journey fully fueled and functional. However, as they begin discussing their plans about the black hole generator, they receive a distress signal from Mona Lisa, who needs their help. Commander Gthroka has been captured by none other than Armaggon, and the Ninja Turtles stand there in disbelief, thinking they had seen the last of him in the 9th episode. After the theme song plays, Mona Lisa enters their ship. Once she and Raphael have a sweet reunion, she gives them the details about the capture and how Armaggon has delivered the commander to planet Sectoid 1, which is ruled by Dreg and is one of the most feared evil parts of the cosmos. Raphael assures Mona Lisa that they will all help her bring the commander back, as he is one of them. So all of them make their way to Sectoid 1, the most metal part of the galaxy they had ever seen, but it is organic rock. They plant their ship on Dreg's headquarters, and Mona Lisa leads them to his lair. However, the journey to reaching Dreg isn't as easy as they thought, as several space bugs attack them on the way. Donatello is bitten by one of the bugs and has to make his way back to the ship with a swollen face as the rest head towards the lair. They think they have found the commander, but in reality, it is just a trap, as Dreg's menacing laughter fills and echoes through the lair as Armaggon reveals himself. A plot twist comes our way when the turtles realize Mona led them here because Dreg commanded her to. As Dreg explains everything and Mona's involvement, Armaggon brags about how he was the one who executed everything. Dreg begins with his list of demands, beginning with the pieces of the black hole generator, but the turtles admit they don't have it anymore. Mona and Dreg speak privately, so he leaves Armaggon to babysit the turtles. Meanwhile, back on the ship, April and Fugitoid manage to heal Donatello, and now they might be the only ones who can save the rest of them. At the lair, Dreg refuses to keep his promise to Mona in exchange for the turtles, as she regrets deceiving the turtles, Raphael especially. The scene shifts to April and Fugitoid distracting the bugs outside Dreg's lair, as Donatello sprays anti-venom on them. Inside the lair, Casey manages to break through the trap as the turtles and Casey begin attacking Armaggon, who is frankly sick of them. The second Dreg intervenes. He shoves the turtles along with Casey to the belly, or pit, of a giant monster. Dreg is convinced that he has won and keeps chanting about his winnings as April, Fugitoid, and Donatello watch. April thinks that Armaggon might be able to help them. She manipulates the object in Armaggon's hand and throws it at Dreg, who assumes that Armaggon attacked him, and the two get into a brawl. April manages to rescue the turtles and Casey and Mona, along with the commander, with the help of the turtles. Together they work to push Armaggon into the pit of the same monster, who swallows him whole and even burps after devouring him. That is the last we saw of Armaggon in the 2012 show. Still, despite that, throughout these episodes, we see that Armaggon had proved to be a challenging opponent to the Ninja Turtles and always put up a good fight, while also being a comic relief character. Not to forget, he was Casey's favorite bad guy too.
One more step and I chomp this chump's head clean off.
Marvelous trivia. Armaggon is a character who turned out to be a challenging opponent and an entertaining character in the season of the 2012 TMNT show. Ron Perlman has voiced this character. One of the weapons that Armaggon carries are missiles that resemble Bonsai Bills from the Super Mario series. Since this bounty hunter has a shark-like appearance, several references to Steven Spielberg's Jaws were made in Armaggon's debut episode. For example, when Raphael says, "We're gonna need a bigger ship," it is a direct reference reference to the infamous dialogue in Jaws. Only instead of a ship, they needed a bigger boat. Although Armaggon has distinct features and techniques, a lot of it resembles a shark, especially for the Spielberg film, like a surprise attack on one of the turtles from behind. Armaggon is a humanoid version of Earth's great white shark.
Look at that hunk of junk!
Where else has he featured? Armaggon first appears in Archie Comics' Mighty Mutanimals number 7 as a prelude to his arc in the future Shark trilogy. He teams up with Shredder and Verminator X in an attempt to steal the Timeslip-Generator from Donatello's laboratory. He is also a playable character in the 1987 video game Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. His goal in the game is to conquer the world, and the Turtles attack him as they search for clues to Splinter's location. Armaggon appears as a boss in IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan. His background is not revealed in the game, apart from the fact that he is a mutant on bad terms with the Turtles. He is an ally of Krang and Shredder, and in the game, he travels through the sewers to deliver a part needed for Krang's terraforming device. Armaggon appears in Nickelodeon's 2012 video games, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Match and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Legends. He is an opponent in the former and a playable character in the latter. In both games, he is a bounty hunter hired by Lord Dreg to kill the Turtles. Whether you call him a bounty hunter shark or your favorite villain, there is no doubt that Armaggon was missed after the monster ate him in the pit. If Armaggon didn't work for Dreg in Season 4, there is no doubt he would have made a great ally to the Turtles and would have formed a great relationship with Casey Jones. Although the possibility of this is next to zero, I'm sure the fans would love to see a spin-off of them working together. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.